Hey there! This video is explaining all there is to know about high ground control in Overwatch. Take your game sense to the next level by understanding these concepts. Let's see what we are talking about. Hello guys, welcome to the dojo. While team play is the most important skill to have in Overwatch, your personal skill can be elevated by understanding the concepts of high ground. Let's start with the definition. Overwatch has a lot of verticality both in character movements and in terrain. We define high grounds as elevated platforms that are hard to reach and block the line of sight partly if looked from below. If you want some examples from the game, there is a high ground in Hollywood just as you get past the arch. There are high grounds around the first point of Numbani too. You get the idea. High grounds are giving the controllers, the characters who are standing on it, the following advantages over the one standing below them. First of all, you can see more of the map. You will know where the enemy is grouping, what their main route of attack is, and how to position yourself or how to position with your team. Secondly, you are hard to reach from below. Other characters have to use abilities to reach you. This gives you the upper hand when it comes to a fight, as their movement abilities are on cooldown if they are taking the fight to you. And lastly, you gain extra cover and have a better angle of view. You can see the full body of the enemies from above, but they can only see your upper body usually. Area of effect abilities like rockets are a lot easier to land from the high ground because they still do damage if you hit the ground next to the target. You don't have to do a direct shot. There are other elevated platforms on maps that are not hard to reach but give most of the other advantages. These are usually on the top of the stairs, reached by elevators, or characters can jump up directly to reach them. Examples are the platform that can be reached by an elevator on the second point of Volskaya Industries, or the point that you have to capture on Nepal Shrine. We will refer to these as soft high grounds. Okay, now that we know the definitions, we can start discussing the high ground strategies. You can imagine high grounds that are controlled by a full team as castles built high up on hills. You have the tanks in the front line serving as the walls that protect the defenders. These defenders are usually characters who are capable of long-range fighting, like Soldier 76, McCree, Farah, etc. Attacking these strongholds are hard from every angle. Soft high grounds doesn't provide the same safety but can be utilized by the controlling team nevertheless. You can still gain a momentary advantage over the enemy, which may be just enough for winning a team fight. Fortunately, the dynamics in the game doesn't allow a team to turtle up and stay on the high ground for a long time, dominating the enemy team from above. The map objectives are usually not on the high ground, so the defending team has to reach to the attackers, pushing the payload or capturing the point below them. There are two remedies in this situation from the defender's perspective. The first is that the team stays on the elevated platform and rains hell on the defenders from above, while a brave teammate contests a point. This is a risky attempt, and it is usually not favorable. It is always better to use the advantages of the high ground as much as possible, damaging the enemies, and even trying to get a pick. Then the defender team should jump on the attackers together and use the situation to their advantage. This allows the defender team to react to the enemy, for example going all in after a healer's used up their abilities to sustain themselves. Let's talk about how to beat this castle strategy. A good enemy will always try to use the terrain for their advantage. If you are fighting a lot uphill, then you should adjust the team's lineup to be able to storm the enemy's castle. There are three main types of anti-high ground compositions. The first one is the dive comp. A lineup where nearly every character is mobile and able to reach the elevated platforms by their own or support the ones getting up there. A common example for this lineup is D.Va, Winston, Tracer, Genji, Lucio and Zenyatta. Tracer is usually there to take care of the enemies dropping down or lagging behind the team. Zenyatta can help a lot with the Discord Orb too. Of course, you can mix and match the lineup to fit your current needs. Zarya can support with bubbles and combo with Tracer. Farah Mercy is really fit for high ground control, and Ana is able to heal the team above her. The second one is the push down comp. This tactic is about picking enemies from the high ground and taking care of them one by one. The lineup is usually not built around this idea, some characters can serve this purpose well. Let's see some good examples. Farah can use the blast to push down enemies. Her projectile works on the side of the walls too, so you don't always need to get above the enemy team. D.Va can push down one or two characters, but that is usually risky. Roadhog can hook down careless opponents who don't stay behind protection. Lucio can also sneak up and boop some of them down, but it is very tricky to pull this out. Winston can jump up and activate the ultimate to toss the full team from the high ground. Alright, the third one is the turtle comp. The idea is that why would we care about the high ground when we have the objective on our level and we are able to defend against the punishment from above? This needs tankiness and sustain to pull off, usually including a lot of tanks. The enemy has to resign the advantages of the high ground and take the fight to your team. The emphasis is usually on the supports with this composition, as their ultimates are going to charge quickly due to the constant heal. You can decide which one is fitting for your current lineup or for the current team. Just make sure that you describe this idea to everyone and make them understand what you are trying to do. The last important topic is denying the high ground. It is important to deny the superior position from the enemy if you are able to do so. A really good example is the second part of the Dojo, where the defender team is usually positioned on the bridge or the balcony. It helps a lot if a Pharah can blast them down or a Diva can bully them around, denying the favorable position from the opponents. Another important thing is taking care of the separated opponents. If a character dies from the enemy team, he or she will get back to the group from the spawn. You can anticipate this and position yourself accordingly. By doing this, you cut the reinforcement and slowly take over the high ground by withering away the other team. We really hope that you don't just listen to the content of the video, but you will think about it and will try to integrate the ideas presented here in your game. If you like what we are doing, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up and share this video. Feel free to leave a comment below or join the thriving Discord channel and ask your questions there. We are on Patreon if you want to support us. Links are in the description. See you guys next time.